Hey everyone, welcome back. This evening, as you can tell from the thumbnail, I'm using some Yulay Mrs. Claus's Cookies. Now, I went ahead, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to face lather, but I went ahead and loaded this already. This is, I don't even know the name of this brush. It's some fancy schmancy French company. The brush has been discontinued. They no longer make it or offer it. This was given to me as a gift by my good friend Marion the Barbarian. It's a little floppy, but it works. I kind of like the brush. Is it my favorite badger? Nah. But I like it. I like it using once in a while. All right, so there's the load. I'll clean that up later. So we're just gonna go here. Now this is Claus Cookies. This is part of a set of 5 Christmas soaps that was offered, I want to say, in 2019. Maybe 2018, I can't remember, honestly. But Monica from Yulay had a contest, come up with some scents. And if your scent gets picked, she would make it, put it in part of this set, and then she offered it. So I submitted some scent notes. And one of my scent notes was combined with someone else's and it was made into a soap. And I don't recall what those scent notes were. I don't think, I ended up giving one of them away, one of the soaps away, so I only have 4 left. And the one I gave away was the one that I helped create. But Mrs. Claus's Cookies kind of smells like those little Christmas cookies you get in a tin. And there's another soap out there that kind of smells the same. That'd be Cosmic Christmas Cookies from PAA. Or in the cool little alien mug. And if you had to ask me which one I like better, as far as the scent, PAA wins. I like that one better. I probably didn't know long enough. This isn't building. All right, I'm going to pause a little bit longer here. Give me one moment. All right, that was weird. I have not used Yulay with that brush before. So, and I've only face lathered once or twice else with Yulay. So definitely my bad for not loading long enough. Like I said, that brush is a little bit floppy. May have something to do with it, but finally got enough lather loaded in here and clean off the puck while I was off camera, so why not? All right, so we're gonna use the IBC. I love this thing. This has a Feather Pro Super in it, I believe. I'll double check after the shave, but we'll have to double check. So a lot of people will dog Yulay for being a bad soap. Just pass the UN test so we're hydrated. Now, I will admit, it is not the easiest soap to work with. But is it slick enough? Yeah. No, it's not going to pass the freaking test. No, I'm doing this. Can you hydrate it enough that will do that? Yeah. The soap, it takes a bit more to work. And it's not like TK6 or some other artisans out there that you can load for 5 seconds and have an explosively dense, creamy lather. Or have a nice low structure, high density lather. It's not like that. It's kind of like an old school soap. So this can take a little bit more to work. It takes a little bit more water. You have to add water slowly and work it and stuff, but you can get a nice lather out of it. I'm not sure what my sink is doing. Would I put this in like a top tier compared to like a CK6 or anything like that these days? Probably not. Mostly because CK6 is so easy to work, and let's be honest, manually is not. I'd say it's a good solid mid-tier. It's a solid performer, especially when you get used to it. It has a really nice face feel to it. You can get it nice and dense and creamy and rich and voluminous. That's what you're going for. I think if I was using a synthetic and loaded for as long as I normally would, I have a nice thick lather like I can get with, say, Tobacco or Mitchell's Wool Fat. But as it is right now, it's a nice low structure, but dense lather. So it's nice, it's creamy. I will say I'm getting a little bit of irritation, a little bit of tingling on the skin right now. Could be from the scents. I get this occasionally from Yulay as well, a little bit of frag irritation. Not always. And I don't get it with every shave. This one, I don't recall the scent notes, but I know it's supposed to be like those Christmas cookies that come in a tin. Like the Dutch or Danish type cookies. Now that lather's thin because I really added a lot more water. I could have loaded heavier with this, but so I was trying to face lather. Didn't want to have this video go on forever. Instead, I didn't load long enough and had to pause the video and load a bit longer and just figured I'd put the lather on my face that way. So, but now let's go ahead and finish that third pass. So yeah, Yulay is not bad. I know Monica's been doing some transition. She's been moving to Texas. I'll be honest, I don't even know if her shop is open right now. I'll try to annotate that in the comments, or I'll annotate that here if it is open or not. I know when she was moving, going through all that, she wasn't open because she was trying to get a shop built and all that stuff. So, whether they're open right now or not, I don't know. Like I said, I'll put that in the, have a little pop-up on the screen whether they're open or not. If they are, I don't think they're doing this soap again this year. I think it's kind of a one and done thing. But like I said, if you want a soap that smells like those cookies you get around Christmas time, go with PDA's Cousin Christmas Cookies. I like that. The scent on that one is, in my opinion, a little bit better. The soap's EK6, so it's a little easier to work as well. I mean, but as you can see, if you load, so one thing with Van Yulay, you gotta load heavy. And it takes some water. Once you do that, it's perfectly fine. Just gotta know how to work it. But that's with every soap, really, right? If you work it in, if you learn how to work a soap, you can get shape with almost anything. And I had a hard time with Declaration. And to some extent 345. Or 345, I think is what John called it last time I heard him mention his brand. I had a hard time lathering those soaps. I can lather both of them now. And they're just a little bit thinner than I like. But I can lather both of those. Just gotta learn how to do it. Just like with most other things. I get spoiled by these soaps that just explode into lather. Like PAA, Hendrix. Heritage Hill, Katie's Bubbles. This goes on and on and on. First line. All really good soaps. Some of them are easier to lather than others. Some of you add water slowly, some of you just dump in a bunch of water and work it until I get the lather. Gonna know how to handle it. All right, a little bit. You can see that stuff residual. Not bad. We're gonna call that good. Now I don't have a matching splash or balm for this. I don't think Monica ever made those. So, because I don't have a splash or balm, I'm going to finish off with witch hazel. I'm just going to use some moon soaps. There goes my no lid I didn't put on. This spray nozzle thing sucks. They've since fixed that. I know they had an issue with some of these having just wonky nozzles. And their balm is very liquidy. It's more like a splash anyway. It's a splom. Splom. Data card. So we're going to do that. It's a really good balm, splash, splom. Unscented does a little bit of scent to it, but not bad. And because I have it, and then I'm going to use it up. Barbas. A little bit of Big Dude Barbas. A little bit of alcohol splash. Pleasant. That's just a nice clean scent. Barbas splash. Good stuff. All right, so that was a shave. Minus that little hiccup at the beginning, trying to not loading enough off camera with the Van Yulay Mrs. Claus's Cookies. It's a mouthful. Mrs. Claus's Cookies. I don't know how many ounces this is. Doesn't say anywhere on here. Don't think you need any more anyway. But it comes in a little plastic tin. Doesn't say on the back. It has ingredients. Not how much is on there. So we used some fancy French silver tip brush. It's been discontinued for a little while. Got it from Marion. With the awesome IBC Chivette. Love this thing. Finish that off with some Moon Soaps, unscented Splome, and Barbas. Stuff's good too. I like Barbas. Check out Barbas. Good stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in again. I'll be back in a few days with another one. Catch y'all next time.